co-founder and chairman of Zash Global Media, as well as co-CEO of Vinco Ventures. First of all, let me apologize to the shareholders of Vinco Ventures. I mean, it looks like a circus going on here. We had a shareholders meeting, and then the following day we did an 8K that told all the things that happened, and I was nominated I was actually elected as co-CEO of Vinco Ventures. And that was really to shepherd through the deal of Zash Media, Global Media with Vinco, things like that, of trying to get it closed. And this deal has been out there for over a year and a half. And I believe personally, on behalf of the Vinco shareholders, it's just not right. It really starts with John Colucci. And John Colucci, came on board as an independent director, and he was, had data background, but not, massive background in it. No public company experience, but more as the independent director to be able to explain about data. So we hired independent counsel out there to see about his independence as a board member, because we had questions and we just wanted to make sure. So we literally hired independent counsel, one of the top firms in the country. And they came back and they had serious reservations about it. And then at the end of the day, when he answered the questions of different things, you just can't do that in a public company. It's the disclosure. I always tell people, if you disclose everything, you'll be fine. And the bottom line is, it was a lack of disclosure. So when our lawyers said yesterday to have him step down as independent director, they don't believe he's qualified. And then they turn around absent as co-CEO. Well, there you go. He fires off a press release without any company authority at all. Fast forward to where we are today, he's not qualified to be an independent, director for sure, especially if he's claiming he's CEO. And he's just sitting here just blocking the company right now from getting work done, distractions in the company. You can imagine the employees, all the employees I've heard from. And then he comes out with this thwarted hostile takeover from our group. Well, if you know Wall Street, a hostile takeover is when they come in to buy your company and management doesn't want you in there. This deal has been out there for a year and a half, and it can't be hostile because I was the one that raised the money for them, from working with Zash and everything else. I raised all the money and brought all the assets, Lomotive and AdRiser, and closed all these. So there's no way that's hostile. It's like, it's a deal that's been out there for a year and a half. And the only ones that are suffering here is the Vinco shareholders. John Colucci has only been an independent director for Vinco Ventures for the last approximately 6 weeks. That's it. A lot of people sit there and say he's a very charming guy. And I would say, yes, he's a very charming guy, but smart people will figure it out right away and they can see it coming. My personal opinion is they thought, by saying they thwarted us out, the stock would take off and everything will be wonderful. Well, the shareholders suffered today. We just hit a new 52-week low, supposedly their first day on the job. And the stock dropped over 20% today. The employees of Vinco Ventures are second to none, where everybody's been supportive. Everybody's rallied around. And I keep telling them, look, keep your head down. This is the biggest distraction where we have all these amazing things going on. And in any corporation like this, distractions like this just stop the workflow. And to me, it's about, with everybody there, the employees, just focus on doing what we're doing, keep going forward. And right now, I'm still the co-CEO. If anything changes, I'll be the first one to tell them and to move forward and just continue on.